Hello everyone, it's Dr. Tidman. Thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. I thought I would post an introduction video to some upcoming summer 2025 series that I'm going to be posting on my YouTube channel. The first of the series, Bloodwork 101. Probably the most common question I get asked by friends, family, and patients is the question that says, I just had my labs done and I have no idea what they mean. Unfortunately, our primary care physicians are so busy, they don't really have the time to go into detail about what your labs mean. So I thought I would create a 5-part video series of short videos that review some of the common lab tests that are run each year for you, and some that I believe should be run each year for you, and what those values mean and what you can do about it. Part 1 is about the CBC and CMP. This is the complete blood count and comprehensive metabolic panel tests. I'll be reviewing the elements and values and what they mean and what you could possibly do about them. Part 2 reviews the hemoglobin A1C and fasting insulin tests. These are common tests that are used to decide if you have prediabetes or diabetes and what your average glucose numbers were for the last 3 months and what your fasting insulin number was the day you had it tested. Part 3 reviews a hot topic in medicine and metabolic health, and that is the lipid panel. I'm going to review the role and values associated with cholesterol and what you can do about them. Part 4 reviews the high sensitivity C-reactive protein test, HSCRP, and the TSH or thyroid stimulating hormone lab test. HSCRP is a marker of whole body inflammation, and of course the TSH is a general marker of thyroid health. Part 5 reviews the markers for bone metabolism, and for maintaining healthy bones, I also go into supplements that you need to be taking either to build, maintain, or maybe even prevent things like osteopenia and osteoporosis. I'll comment that some of these supplements are good for anyone wanting to work on their metabolic health. So the Bloodwork 101 series airs part 1 on June 2nd, 2025. Be sure to hit the subscribe and notification buttons so that you'll know when these videos are posted. The second series I've created for my YouTube channel is another area that I'm commonly asked about. This series is called Caregiver 101. This series is based on my 45 years of healthcare experience and on my books, Families in the ICU, A Survival Guide, and Families in the Rehab Center and Beyond. These books are both available on Amazon if you want to check them out. These books were developed from a growing concern that families were lacking critical information to assist them in caring for their family member when they were in a hospital or a rehab center or transitioning to home. I personally have a burden for families when attempting to transition their loved one to home environments and the tremendous stress this places on the family structure, relationships, and the patient. I too have lived through this with my mother many times. Transitions from hospitals to rehab centers to home were difficult until I began to compile this kind of information. Even though I'm in the business, so to speak, I also needed information compiled into books or short videos that I could use as a quick reference guide. I've used these books in my own practice and with patients and their families for many years. Therefore, I thought it would be helpful for you, my YouTube audience, to have access to a series of quick overviews of some of the things to think about when your family member ends up in a hospital or a rehab center. The series is broken up into 5 parts, and I would recommend you take some time to make some notes during the videos. None of the information compiled in this series is my sole creation, but I have used and gathered information from websites, organizations, and authors of other resources. My effort in creating this series was to compile information into one series of short videos, video resources, making it more easily accessible for you, the patient and the family. I hope that this Caregiver 101 series will provide needed information regarding resources and answers to essential questions for you while your loved one is receiving critical care in a hospital or a rehab center. For other videos, check out my YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you'll know when these series are posted. Part 1 of the Caregiver 101 series will post July 14th, 2025. Again, thanks for stopping in for this brief introduction to summer series video, Bloodwork 101 and Caregiver 101. Blessings for good health, everyone. See you on one of the videos.